One of a Kind with Rob Van Dam is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
Big what I was going to ask you, Rob, is when did you become more conscientious of taking your emotion out of how you react to people and stuff like that? When did that kind of become part of like your RVDology aspect of life? Like, is there a certain time or age when it kind of dawned on you, like, I gotta separate myself from all this stuff and take the personal aspect?
So the thing that's great is everything's organic. As a kid growing up, I was very stoic,
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't show much emotion. My sister always says that I wouldn't laugh, or if I got a joke, I'd be, all right, I get it. That's funny. I didn't want to do the obligatory. Okay. And that's how people converse, is by obligatory reactions. And it comes across as fake and dramatic to me. I mean, sometimes it can be fun, and as a inner, what do you call them? Introvert? Yeah.
An introvert? Yeah, introvert.
Katie's an introvert. Yeah. Anyway, as an introvert, I don't have the natural desire to be the loudest one in the room, and whoever that person is most likely annoying me because they're so different than me. They're dramatic, and they look like they're just putting so much more into their reactions than what should naturally be inspired. But anyway, I grew up like that, being very stoic, and then learning martial arts, learning Zen, learning balance, even weed. It's just like everything is like conducive to the same kind of vibe, so everything goes together. And then I did most of my growing up in my mid 40s, and even though I would be considered to be passive and calm and laid back, everyone will say that even through my 30s, but it took actually like having the divorcing and reprogramming myself to really to acknowledge and own all of the traits of myself that are me. Like when you talk to people that you don't know, if they talk about themselves, that tells me something about them. And also, whatever they tell you, that's what they think is interesting about them. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like,
absolutely.
Yeah. Imagine you're sitting at a bar next to some stranger, and they're just like, man, I've been in the bar like for so long. I did this and whatever it is. I don't know. I can say, oh my God, my wife is being a bitch right now, trying to keep my kids from me, and I'm trying to. I generally, normally, unless I'm doing this podcast, I feel obligated, but don't like to share stuff because most of my life is like an open book anyway, and so I don't want to talk about me, talk about what I do for a living if you don't know. And even if you do know, I mean, I'm not saying I won't answer questions, but I'm not like at a point where I need to promote myself or brag about myself, and it's not my favorite subject, so just by studying people and stuff, you learn how not to be sometimes. Like, man, that really stands out in my mind, how that guy just will not quit talking about himself. I'm gonna remember to never be like that. But anyway, what I was saying about reprogramming and owning was that without doing that, you just kind of go by what everybody else tells you about you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know, like, imagine you're the most beautiful girl, but growing up, everyone tells you you're ugly. Then you would believe it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So you base yourself on how other people see you and judge yourself like that. And a lot of times that becomes like, what's really important is like, okay, how are they going to see me like this? If I look like this, or or what are they going to think about this? It becomes too important. And if you switch that up and think about looking at yourself, and how do you think about yourself, and do you like yourself? Where can you improve, and what are you proud of and stuff? That's when you own it. That's when you own it, and it's nothing really to share with people. It's something to just own, acknowledge, and I think it's always been like a constant growth in this direction. Hasn't been like a sudden, like boom, okay, all of a sudden, I'm an introvert, or whatever the question was exactly. But everything works well together, and then at a certain point, you get a little pride to it. You can become proud of it. Like, yeah, I'm glad that I'm not the idiot that's screaming in the room trying to get everyone's attention, over laughing at everyone's jokes. They look ridiculous to me. Now, I know everyone else in the room might not notice. They may think that person is the evening star. They may be, that person is so cool and outgoing. I wish I could be like that. But it ain't for me. And like I always say, we all have different values.
Oh yes, very much. And no, I think that's a neat thing too. Is like we've been indoctrined. So many people have been indoctrined about how how other people perceive them, and like that's how you kind of judge yourself initially too. It's hard to break out of that and kind of realize like you almost have to take a self evaluation, be like, okay, what is good about me? What am I? And like maybe like positive things about yourself, and like kind of like almost make a list about like, oh, I do appreciate what I do here, and kind of be conscientious of that. And then what the other things that you need to work on in turn too. It's self-evaluation is pretty neat. It takes some time because you're so accustomed to how you were, raised or grown up or been around the certain people you are.
One technique to keep in mind if you're self-evaluating is keep it real with yourself.
Yeah.
People aren't that good at that. We all tend to like when we hear good things about ourselves, but don't like to hear bad things about ourselves. So we tend not to believe them. That's bullshit. That one ain't true. Oh, he said I'm cool. Oh man, I like him, man. Always
That's pretty. Yeah. That's very true too. Yeah, you have to be conscientious. Self-awareness is very key. It's
and when it comes to just opinions, it's all subjective. You know what I mean? Like I always say, but I mean that's what I imagine I'll be telling my daughters if they come home from school and they're like, am I I don't know, am I ugly or whatever? Be like, why would you say that? Well, that's what the kids at school said. And it's like I would just be like, keep it real. Like you're definitely not ugly to me, but if they say they think you're ugly, they can only speak for themselves. But you know what I mean? It's like it's a matter of fact thing. Like if someone says you're this or you're that, every comment is jurisdictional because we only have jurisdiction over our own thoughts. You know what I mean? That's like you can call somebody you're stupid, but you can't really decide, or be the ultimate judge, jury, execution, and decide if this person is stupid or not. It's just you think they're stupid, so just categorize it like that. Okay, they think I'm ugly or they think I'm stupid. Fuck them, or here's how I feel about them.
Yeah. And plus, when somebody says something like that too, you don't know what their actual intention is by saying that. There could just, obviously be a bully or joking around or whatever it may be. And
doesn't mean they really think it.
Exactly.
Either way, though, it's subjective. Like when they say, well, it's just like opinions are just like assholes. Everyone's got one. There's so much truth to that.
There is. What Katie say?
Katie said, and they all stink.
That's true. Amen to that.
But I mean, there's so much truth to that, though.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like that's why, like what I was trying to get at, is like trying to help people. If you have problems with somebody giving you negative energy in that way, in their thoughts, in a bullying way, or them talking down to you or disrespecting you, sometimes just put it into what it really is, and it's like it's just their thoughts.
That's all it
Who
is,
the fuck?
right?
Who the fuck are they?
Right? Exactly. Who the fuck are they? Hey, it's Dominic D'Angelo of RVD TV, one of a kind with RVD, that is. And hey, we got one of our best sponsors here. That is none other than Mando. Man, I love the Mando because it makes you feel good, makes you feel confident, and you smell like an adult when you use it. I'm watching NFL football back here. I'm not sweating, but if I was, I'd be using Mando, like one of these deodorant sprays. This is the Pro Sport. My favorite is the Mount Fuji, but Pro Sport is also really good. And if you're ever in a pinch and you just need a little freshen up here, boom, you just spray this down wherever and you smell dang good. You smell like an adult. You don't smell like a college bro when you use Mando. That is a fact and a half because, and if you are a college bro and you use Mando, you're a step ahead of the game. You're not going to smell like everybody else. So definitely take advantage of Mando here. We at RVD TV, at One of a Kind with RVD, have something very special for you, and that is the Shop Mando Starter Pack. Yes, you can get $5 off your first starter pack here when you use Mando and you use our promo code RVD. So Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant. Yes, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes. If you can, maybe try to get the deodorant spray and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code. Use code RVD at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide plus free shipping. shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them that One of a Kind sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus sweat control. Say goodbye to sweat stains and hello to long-lasting freshness. Hey, yo, taking this quick break to tell you about the Perfect Gene. Perfect Gene, legitimate. This is a fact. This is a shoot. 100%. The Perfect Gene, that pair of jeans I own, is my favorite pair of jeans I have ever owned. Bar none, hands down, 100%. That's a fact, Jack. And for good reason why. I got the Joker Blue. Boom, look right here. This is my pair of Perfect Jeans. They look great. The Joker Blues, baby. I got these. 28, 30 is my size, if you were curious. But I'm not going to tell you, too, if I have pants on or not right now. But this is my favorite pair of pants I own, favorite pair of jeans I've ever owned, 100%. You got to get the Perfect Gene. The fit is comfortable. The look is great. And I feel confident anytime I go. If I have an audition, if I have to go somewhere pretty nice on a date, whatever it may be, I wear this pair of jeans because it looks good and it makes you feel good. So you can feel good as well and save 15% with us at One of a Kind with RVD. And it's real simple. For a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectgene.nyc, or hey, just Google The Perfect Gene and use code RVD15 for 15% off. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectgene.nyc with promo code RVD15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. F your khakis and you get the Perfect Gene. No doubt about it.